In this final video, and this is the final video of our orientation series, I want to just go over a few last items that may help you with the course. First of all, you have these various modules, including voice threads for this course. And if not now, certainly before the beginning of the fall semester, I will have this populated with all the VoiceThread sites for each of the sections of the course, including yours. So remember that what you will have to do is to divide the students up into groups of 4 or 5 students, each of them assigned to a separate page of your VoiceThread. Your VoiceThread will consist of a series of reviews of the Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks, each on a separate page of a single VoiceThread. And you will assign 4 or 5 or 6 students to each page of that single VoiceThread, and they will comment on the review to which they have been assigned, which means they will comment on a single page of that VoiceThread, the page with that review on it. And so one VoiceThread will be the place where all of your students will go to a separate page, the one they've been assigned to that VoiceThread, on the particular review to which they've been assigned. You'll be able to understand it, and so will the students once they look at the VoiceThread. But this VoiceThread link here may not have your VoiceThread on it now, but certainly by the beginning of the fall semester it will. Now there's another link on this page, and it's called Lockbox of Instructor Files. Only instructors should be able to see this link. It's not locked, really. It's just not visible to students. So if you click on it, you see the assessment plan for SGSC 1000, which we just talked about in the last video. And if you click on that, you will be able to see the different forms. Well, it's not loading right now, so I'll fix that. But the forms that I described in the last video will be visible here once I repair that link. So that's under Lockbox of Instructor Files. If you click on it again, you get the assessment plan for SGSC 1000. You've got the instructor learning outcomes for this course in the fall of 2016. We talked about that in the very first video, if you recall, and that's listed here clearly for you to see. Finally, I want to show you a form right here, which is an example of the type of form that I send out to collect assessment data. Now this is for spring 2016, so this is for a previous semester. It's not the form you will receive, but I will have questions for you, and it'll say combining all Douglas sections of SGSC taught in spring semester 2016, how many students completed the essay explaining the steps to avoid academic probation? So you gather the information on how many students in all of the sections that you taught, if you taught at the Douglas campus, completed the essay, and you answer the question here. It's very simple to do. Actually, this is the form, but when you receive it, it will have a box allowing you to enter the information. Now you will ignore the Waycross questions if you don't teach in Waycross, and the same goes for Valdosta. But if you do teach in Valdosta, those are the questions you want to answer. And then here's for SLO2, and here's for SLO3. And of course SLO3 is on the math requirements for STEM and non-STEM majors, and you would provide that information, and you'd simply electronically submit the form. This is from Google Docs, and it makes it very easy for you to submit the data. So you'll be submitting the data electronically about 2/3 of the way through the semester when I send one of these forms out to you, and that's how you submit your data. Well, I think that's about it for the orientation for the course. Of course, during the semester, I'll be sending you more information, not overwhelming you by any means, but if we have a question or something that needs to be corrected, oftentimes we discover that midway through the course. It's not a major thing, but it may require that I contact you, and I will contact you by email. But this concludes our orientation video series for fall 2016.